Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Fantastic Fermentations YouTube channel. My name is Ricky, and I am your host. And I have been away for a while. Right after I did my last video, maybe a week or so after me and my wife actually discovered that we were expecting baby number 3. And as you can expect, that meant things around the house got really busy. So yeah, I had to step back a little bit from brewing and doing these videos, but now things have died down, so I am back. And today we are here to talk about the beer that I have in front of me. And if you notice from the thumbnail, it is a Oatmeal Milk Stout, which is kind of a hybrid beer, as I would call it, where I took portions of what would make a good oatmeal stout and I blended it with portions of a recipe that would make a good milk stout, and I kind of married them perfectly together to make this beer. It's not really an oatmeal stout, it's not really a milk stout, but it's its kind of own hybrid thing. I brewed this beer for the December edition of the Atlantic Brew Supply Brew University, the all grain class. So every other month we alternate with all grain. So December was an all grain class, January was an extract class, so in February we're going to be back on with another all grain class. So if you want to stop through and you're in the Raleigh, North Carolina area and you want to take a brewing class, check out the Atlantic Brew Supply Facebook page, and all the information about our classes and brew universities will be up there. We do more than just beer, so there's beer, there's kombucha, there's mead. I think they just had a sauerkraut class a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, there's tons and tons of things that they teach you how to do. So check them out on Facebook or on the website atlanticbrewsupply.com, and yeah, get more information if you want to do that. But this beer was brewed during the all grain class. I'm sorry, don't have any footage from that brew day because I was by myself teaching the class, and it's kind of hard to lead the class and do video at the same time. But we do have the finished product here to taste. I got the recipe. We're going to talk a little bit about it, just so we can get an idea of what the beer is. Maybe you want to try it. So, like I said before, it's more of a hybrid of beer. When I say hybrid, I use probably about half the amount of Flaked Oats I would use in the Oatmeal Stout, and about half the amount of lactose that I would use in a milk stout. So it's not as sweet as a milk stout usually is, or a sweet stout usually is, but also it doesn't have as much body and creaminess as a normal oatmeal stout. So it falls somewhere in the middle. It's kind of this interesting own thing. For base malts on this beer, I use Golden Promise. Golden Promise is really my go-to base malt when it comes to anything that's medium to heavier body. So most of my stouts, porters, things of that nature, I always go with Golden Promise. It does, to me, give a little bit more character to the beer and a little bit more toastiness to the final product than I get from, let's say, like a Breeze 2-row malt. I use 0.75 pounds or 3/4 of a pound of roasted barley, pound of Vienna Malt, like I said, a half pound of Flaked Oats, half pound of Victory Malt, 6 ounces of Black Patent, and after the boil and everything, I used half a pound of lactose right before it. Well, it was still hot, but before I cooled it down. Ounce of Fuggles at 60 minutes, and another ounce of Fuggles at 5 minutes, and I fermented with SO4. So I used dry yeast on this one. The original gravity was 1060, final gravity was 1017 for ABV of around 5.5. So let's get to the tasting notes and the observations on the beer. So you can't tell now because I poured this beer a little while ago, but if you look at the thumbnail, if you saw the intro, it does have a nice tan head to it. And the aroma is really roasty. So I get a lot of roasted notes from the roasted barley and I also get hints of chocolate, not like a milk chocolate, but more like a bitter, semi-sweet chocolate kind of thing. I do get that. And let's see, those chocolate notes also come across in the flavor. It's not, like I said before, with the half pound of Flaked Oats, it doesn't have that super kind of silky mouthfeel that you get from Flaked Oats. It's more like a medium to medium light body. So very refreshing to drink. It's not that heavy. And like I said, I usually use a half pound of lactose, so it's not that sweet. Whereas sometimes, to me, people can go overboard really easy in a 5 gallon batch of sweet stout, where it just gets too sweet, and I can't drink more than one of these. But this beer, I can drink more than one back to back, and I can feel pretty good and not feel like I'm, kind of wearing out on the sweetness end of things. All in all, it's a really great beer. It's a great beer for the start of stout season. I always brew this at the beginning of stout season to open it up. Well, I mean, let's be for real. Stout season never really ends for true home brewers. But when it starts to get cold, and like it is right now, it makes it really easy to enjoy a beer like this. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the recipe down in the description of the video. And who knows, maybe even Atlantic Brew Supply will throw this recipe kit on their website. So I don't know, look for it there. They may offer it, but if not, you can always build it yourself from the recipe that is in the description. So if you try this, hey, give me a shout. Let me know what you think. If you're thinking about trying it, hit me up with any questions you might have. And hey, what are some other hybrid beers that you make? What have you had good luck with? I know I've had some great luck with kind of saison IPAs or hoppy saisons. But hey, what kind of things are you guys doing? Drop it in the comments. Also, if you're gonna try this, you think this looks cool, looks like a good beer to try, give me a thumbs up. And hey, always subscribe to the channel. We've got some great stuff coming down the pipeline. I got some new equipment that I'm going to share with you guys in a couple of weeks, and some more brews. So hey, until next time, keep brewing. Cheers.